Hi, this is Chad with NoviSign, and today we're going to go over digital signage for corporate communications. But first, we'll briefly go over who NoviSign is and what we offer. NoviSign is a cloud-based digital signage software platform that allows you to edit, update, and manage the content being displayed on your digital signage screens. You can use any TV, and all that you need is a computer to edit, create your content. Using NoviSign's cloud-based digital signage software, you can easily create, edit, and design the content that are being displayed in your screen's lobby, break rooms, cafeterias, and any other locations throughout your facilities. Using the drag and drop widgets, you can put together unique layouts that feature important employee news, HR notifications, KPIs, targets, goals, spotlight birthdays, anniversaries. The system itself is all cloud-based. And what that means is from any computer, you'll be able to log in and design your content. In addition to the content design, you can put together playlists, pre-schedule specific advertisements, information, internal communications to play on specific days. You can set recurring schedules and more. Let's now go over a couple of different examples. In this scenario, we have a kind of like an internal communication screen. Notice on the upper right of the screen is a news feed. We've got a time for meeting, kind of that can be set as a slideshow, or we could sync it, say, with like Office 365. When you would update your calendar, it would seamlessly sync up with the screen, so you wouldn't have to go to multiple different interfaces. It would be an all-in-one integration. In this example, we have, again, a nice kind of a review style slide that is reminding people to, when the next meeting is. Here we have a KPI dashboard metrics screen. There's a couple different ways of setting it up. If you're using something like a Power BI or Salesforce that can generate a public URL as far as a dashboard, we can actually sync that URL with the screen. And anytime that you would update, say, your Power BI dashboard, it would seamlessly sync up with the screen and update in real time. That would eliminate, again, the need of having to go to multiple different systems to update. Outside of displaying the KPI, you can put days without accident, like we have here in the lower left corner, and different employee news on the left. That's below the time and date. But overall, this type of metrics and factory floor screen definitely is a great way to focus and drive your employees' performance. And in this example, we have a Twitter integration using the Twitter widget. Using the Twitter widget, Instagram, and Facebook, you can sync up your company feeds and display the post, images. Overall, it's a nice, neat way to drive awareness that your company has social media. Plus, it's a seamless update. So anytime you would post something to the social media account, it would auto sync up with the screen. And to create the content, that's what we're going to go over next. So going to our website, novisign.com, in the upper right, we have a button that says Login. And this takes us to the online studio. And this is the section that you would create all of your content, make updates, schedule stuff, and send information to screens. This section that we're in right now is called the Creatives. This is where you make your content. The second button here is Playlists, and that's basically step 2. So once you have your different slides, templates, layouts put together, you create a playlist and you can do all of your schedules, set recurring dates, expiration dates, what have you. The third one we have is screens. So once you have your playlist made, you can send the playlist to either one screen at a time or create groups of screens. The other component that we have is our reports dashboard. Now, if you have multiple screens, multiple locations, in a region, state, what have you, this dashboard allows you to view the status of the screens. So what we're looking at here is a spreadsheet view. It's color-coded, green, yellow, red, black. Black basically means that the screen's media player is not connected. If it's not connected, you won't download content and updates. and it's red, yellow, green, so on. Green meaning it's updated, to the minute. We also have here the screen name. You can click and view the playlist. You can see the status if the media player is connected to the screen itself, the time, the date that it was last updated. Outside of that, we have a map view that enables you to see a high-level overview of the screens and where they are. So if I'm zooming in here, this is giving me a nice high-level view of the screens. Also, the pinpoints are color-coded as well. So this just gives you a nice overview. Outside of that, we do have the ability to run proof of play reports. That type of application is probably not as relevant for corporate communications, but that feature is included as well. Now to create content. In this creative section, we have a blue button here called Create from Template. If I select that, it goes to our library of templates. By default, it goes to landscape, but you can change it to portrait as well. As far as the templates, there's over 200 different options available. Every single one of them is customizable. Zones, widgets, all can be edited and tweaked. You can also build something from scratch. As far as the corporate communications category, I'll filter that so we can show it. What we have here, different lobby screens, templates for corporate/internal communications. We've got lobby style screens, digital directories, employee of the month, upcoming events, nice variety to help get you started. Let's open up one and quickly go over that. So in this example here, we have a pretty basic layout, but it's pretty popular as well. 3 zones, upcoming events. We have an announcement zone. This piece here is a slideshow. At the bottom, we have a ticker. If I hit the preview, it will give us a quick snapshot of the content and what it looks like when it's playing. Notice the announcements are scrolling. The ticker on the bottom is scrolling. The slideshow is rotating through. Now, if we wanted to edit or customize it, we can easily do that. I will start off by simply deleting a couple of the zones, and we can rebuild it here. So on the left are the widgets, and basically a widget is an item, right, that you can add to the screen. The different widgets that we have available are label, that's going to be for database integrations, text, images, videos, a slideshow. Slideshow can consist of MP4 videos, PNGs, PowerPoint slides. You can put other widgets inside of it, which we'll go over shortly. Then we have a scrolling ticker, so it'll be like left to right, top to bottom. RSS feeds for news, YouTube, Ustream, weather. We have a clock, countdown, shapes, a web page, web image, FTP, touchscreen, template within a template, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, virtual queue, Yammer, and a M3 U8 feed. How do these widgets work? Well, it's drag and drop. So what I'll first start is by adding a backdrop image. So I clicked on the little image widget, and if you hit the upload, that will enable you to upload your files. So I have something here that I'll just grab from. So it's a nice blue background. I'm going to put this up here. That's our base. Now, maybe I wanted to start off with just adding a little weather feed. Click and drag. On the right are the properties for the widget. So if I select location, I can type where you are, right? And from here, then we can change it to say Fahrenheit. I can control the color, the font size, font style, make it bold, left, right, what have you. You can also uncheck if you don't want the conditions. So I don't want the conditions. And let's move this over. There we go. Now maybe I wanted to add a slideshow. So I'm going to click my slideshow, populate it here. On the right are the properties, so I can upload. So I hit the camera again. And I have a couple of slides that I've put together already in advance. So I'll just check off a couple of those, insert. So these could be anything, right? They could be announcements, messages, something that you've made in PowerPoint, any file, you can simply upload. And on the right again, here we go, are the properties. 10 represents seconds, so I want them to cycle through every 5 seconds. And now I'm going to put a news feed. Drag that over, size it on the bottom. Notice here on the right URL, that's where the feed's coming from. So we have tons of options: ABC, Al Jazeera, BBC US Canada, BBC World, CNBC, CNN, CNN World Business. We've got tons of ESPN options: cricket, MLB, NFL, NBA, soccer, NBC Meet the Press, New York Times. The list goes on, so it gives you some really good variety. I'll just do something, let's say New York Times. Direction in which it goes, I'm going to put it scroll left. Speed, I'll put that at 20. And let's give it a backdrop. So it says fill. I'll put that as black. Hit OK. Now I can change the color of the ticker to white. Hit OK. Then I'll put that at white as well. And then if we hit play, there it is. So I'm going to move that down, move that over. There we go. Now let's say, for example, just throw something really quick here. It's not going to look wonderful, but just so you can kind of see the look and feel of how it works. Let's do YouTube. Drag YouTube over, drag it. Then I can copy my YouTube video on the right. So overall, you get the concept. Everything is drag and drop. Very, very easy to add and customize. Anybody, that has limited background really can use this. My thing is if you can use PowerPoint, you can use this. And the neat thing is you can weave in other things, right? So, web pages, you can sync it to specific sections of your website. You could populate a Google Calendar, any web URL, which is cool. The Yammer widget lets you incorporate a specific Yammer feed. So all you have to do is log into your account and you can set it to play and sync in real time the different Yammers feeds that you have built in, which is kind of cool as well. But overall, all of the widgets are drag and drop. They're very, very easy to insert and customize. Once you have your content made, you do a playlist. And a playlist is your schedule. So I'll click here, new playlist. Now let's say, for example, you have a screen in your lobby. So we'll give it a title, lobby. Now, the next thing we're going to do is assign, right, the different layouts. So let's say, for example, that's one I want to add, and the second one. So by default, it would play, then go to the next one. Notice here on the bottom left, it says 10 seconds. So that's how long it would play. So if you want the first one to play for 20 seconds, then the second one to play for 10, there you go. You can also schedule it. So by putting your mouse over, you hit the calendar. You have some options. So we can set it to play on a specific date. So let's say the 26th at 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. This type of thing can be used to say welcome a special guest that's at a specific time, a new employee. And when the time hits, it will play. When the time expiration hits, it will play, drop off, and go back to the default. Other option that we have here is a recurring. So let's say, for example, 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock. Every day you want it to play. Or every Tuesday and Wednesday you want it to play at 2 or 3 o'clock. You have full control over when each piece plays. Then you hit OK. Then create. There's our playlist. Very simple and easy. The next step is screens. So screens are basically the screen/media players that you have. We hit add new screen, you give it a name, lobby screen, you find your playlist and assign it and hit create. That's it. On the actual media player, you would get it connected to the device through HDMI. Our system runs on Chrome, Windows, and Android. Once our app is installed on the media player, you simply open it up, log into the account, and link the screen. Once it's linked, it will check the internet for updates. So let's say every minute, we'll check for something new, it will download it, and cache it locally onto the device. If the internet drops, the content will still keep playing. As far as the screens themselves, you can do one at a time, or you can create groups of screens and update, say, all of the screens in the cafeteria, all of the screens in the front lobby, all of the screens at your location that's on the other side of the country within one click. Very, very easy to do and put together. You can try Novi Sign Out free for 30 days. Simply going by our website, novisign.com, hit the sign up button, takes you to the registration page, Full 30-day trial, no credit card is needed, no obligations, just a nice way to test it out and see for yourself. If you have questions or would like to learn more information, see a demo, send us an email at info@novisign.com. Again, info@novisign.com. Thank you and have a good day.